Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Neyssa with XPansive Taste. So today we're talking about the limiting beliefs that I had that kept me from making more money. In general, the problem I was facing was that I was in college and I was very unsure about my future career path because I was pretty much on my way to becoming a teacher, but I was very sure that I did not want to be a teacher. And in that time, I was also discovering more about myself, and I realized that I loved songwriting and that I had a talent for it. And I also just realized that I want to focus on being a writer and write books and songs and, make a career out of that. And so I eventually just was fed up with college, and I only had one more year of college to do, and I just dropped out. And I was out of school for 3 years. I dropped out for many reasons, but one thing for sure is that I felt like because I discovered my purpose that I needed to focus on chasing my dream of becoming a songwriter, a singer, an author, and that the only way I could do that was by devoting my time to solely that. And I had many family members tell me that I was being too unrealistic and that I wasn't really playing it the smart way. And I just brushed it off because I just felt like, no, your dreams died. Why would I listen to you? I know that I can make this happen for myself, and I don't need your doubts because it's just. I know that I'm meant to be a star and that I'm going to be successful doing it my way. So I don't want to listen to your old people advice. But now I understand that the problem wasn't that I wasn't getting enough support as I was trying to chase my dreams. The problem was that I had too many limiting beliefs on how I can make money and how I was meant to make money along the path. One limiting belief I had was that I thought that having a 9 to 5 job that pays you a good wage means that you have to work harder, and working harder means that after work, you'll just be tired and not have enough energy to pursue your crafts outside of work. So I accepted low wage part time jobs where I would be working at fast food restaurants, earning $10 an hour, 12, whatever. I accepted that because I felt like this kind of job is easy. And so that means that I will have more energy and I will just have enough brain power to just push through my day because this kind of job is so easy, and if I am getting paid more, that means I'm going to have to work so much harder and waste so much time. But the truth is, working those low wage jobs, it's not easier at all. It's so laborious, it's physically exhausting, it's emotionally draining. There is just so much demand, especially if there's poor management or you're short staffed. And it's especially exhausting when you're a core employee where you know more than all the new people coming in. And so you end up training them and you ended up picking up their slack. It's a lot of hard work. And I cannot really think of many days where I came from work after working at the fast food restaurants and I would just be, feeling refreshed and ready to work on my own personal crafts. I was always tired. With your basic skills, there are so many jobs that you qualify for that are going to be a lot easier and be a lot less draining. Another limiting belief I had was that getting a job meant that you had to stay there even if you were miserable. The thing is, a lot of people switch jobs and completely switch their careers a lot more than you think they do. It's okay if the job you're working at for a moment is not your passion. It's what it is for you right now is a place for you to just make money to pay your bills, and then you can fulfill yourself outside of work. This could be the very thing that is actually supporting your own business that you're trying to grow. How can you buy materials for your jewelry making company if you don't have the money to buy materials? And the thing about working a job that has a higher pay is that you can live off of more working less hours. When I was working at Culver's and Panera Bread and all those other places that paid me less than $13 an hour, I had to work 40 hours a week. But now that I pretty much doubled my hourly wage, I can live off of 25 hours a week comfortably and still have enough to save money and invest in my own business. The third limiting belief I had was that I had to stay loyal to a certain company or to my coworkers, even if the job there wasn't really serving me. I had a hard time leaving jobs because I was just too attached to the business and my coworkers, and I felt like me leaving was like betrayal pretty much. I knew that me leaving would make some things pretty hard for some people, and I felt really guilty about that, and I felt obligated to help them as much as I could. But you really can't sacrifice yourself in order to help others when you know that where you are, it's not benefiting you. The environment isn't benefiting you. The pay isn't benefiting you. It's just not enough, and you're not being valued enough because you are a valuable person who can be shown appreciation way better somewhere else. You shouldn't be working at a place for charity. You should be working there to get paid. And I had a really kind of embarrassing moment with this because like even when like I got hired for a job that was going to pay me way more, I was thinking, oh no, I have to like still help these people out where they are as much as I can. And so I was doing Monday, Tuesday at the restaurant and then Wednesday through Friday at the other place because I wanted to wean out, you know, I wanted to like still be there and not completely abandon the people that I was, you know, with for a few months. But it was so pointless. And like after 2 weeks or 3 weeks maybe of doing that, I was just like, yeah, I'm not showing up to work tomorrow. This is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. And then I started working full time at the other job that was paying me more. But that's so crazy to me. Like, why did I put myself through that and just not leave when I said I would leave? I literally gave them 2 days out of my week because I wanted to help. And it's not a charity. I should have just gone to the place that I knew would be better for me. Those are the limiting beliefs I had that kept me from doubling my income. I had to learn that getting paid more doesn't mean that you have more responsibilities or that you're going to work harder. I had to learn that working a more serious job doesn't mean that you have to stay there and be miserable. I had to learn that getting paid more doesn't mean that you have to invest all your time and your hours into it, and that you can just work less hours and get paid just as much or more and still have time for your hobbies. And I had to learn to let go of working at jobs that really don't serve you and stop having so much loyalty to these places that aren't really showing you value. When you leave, they're going to be fine, and you really have to focus on what's going to help you more in the long run. So, I know you want to know what job in particular I chose in order to make a lot more money. I'm not going to say like the exact amount of money that I make per hour, but I am a registered behavior technician. So, that is an RBT. And what that means is that I provide ABA therapy to children that have autism. So I teach them all sorts of life skills, social skills, academic skills, and I also help them manage their own behaviors because some kids with autism will have trouble managing their own emotions. So they could throw tantrums, some can be aggressive. And you know, some might have like bad habits like putting like lots of toys in their mouths and whatnot. And you just have like to teach them different ways to, I don't know, live and be more functional in the world. And I get to do it while I'm being like super positive and encouraging. And, you know, we pretty much get to play a lot of the time. Like, there's so much playing going on in my work, and I love it. And I actually knew about this job for like 6 months before I made the steps to work there because I felt like this kind of job I wasn't ready for, and that, you know, it would be too serious for me or that it would like take too much of my time. And I also felt like this is such a serious thing that I would have to devote all my energy to that there would be no possible way that I could, you know, still pursue my dreams as a singer, a songwriter, a novelist, all the different things that I have going on for myself in my own private life. But I couldn't be farther from the truth. I not only do I love my job and I get paid way more for it and I have so much fun and I really feel like I'm helping kids and I'm, you know, making a positive impact, but I also am able to just like live more comfortably and, you know, not struggle as much as I did. And yeah, it's been great. I'm still able to write songs. I'm still able to I published my book recently. I'll leave the link below, but yeah. This job has been such a blessing to me. It's not necessarily harder than working at a fast food restaurant. It's just a different set of skills. And it's not a job for everybody. You need to have a lot of patience. You need to like working with kids, and you have to want to like help them pretty much. But there are other higher paying jobs for you that are more aligned with your set of skills that I don't feel like you should brush over. It would be of great benefit for you to research and consider other jobs out there that might be, more suitable for you. And if you want to do ABA therapy with kids, like, then that's awesome. So, go on Indeed and do some research about like being an RBT, that's registered behavior technician. And yeah, so that is all I have for you, beautiful people. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you making it to this point. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. I would really appreciate your support. I want my channel to grow. I'm trying to get monetized. Yeah, so that is all, beautiful people. I send you my love. Mwah. Bisous.